Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and this video is going to be a combination of a little bit of gameplay commentary and a little bit of talk about politics and free speech. And I will do everything in my power to make the politics and free speech thing a lot more interesting than it probably sounds on the surface. So first off, about the gameplay, I am using a KSG on Liberation. That is a bad idea, for me anyway, most of the time. Liberation is a long-distance map. This guy recognizes me, by the way. He's like talking to me, and I don't know. Anyway, Liberation is a long-distance map, and with the KSG, I find myself unarmed all the time. I'm constantly seeing people that are just out of range, and I feel like there's nothing I can do about it. So what I do is I try and stay in like this room, where there's some close quarters combat to be had, and I have the advantage over the other guys. The other thing I try and do, and of course that happens with every map on a shotgun, is I try to navigate it in such a way that I'm not just running through the open, right? We used to talk last year and the year before that about this concept of the baby buffalo. If you're that guy that's working the edges of the map, that's navigating like I am right here, coming up behind guys, going through areas like this where you mostly have cover, then you're a player. And I don't mean to be bragging, but then you're a player. If you're that guy that's running through the open meadow, that's making big mistakes where everyone knows where you are, and you're just getting shot all the time, then you're the baby buffalo, right? You're the baby buffalo that just gets mowed down and killed. So when you play with a shotgun, it's especially important not to be that baby buffalo because you are unarmed. You're just out of luck. If you have an assault rifle, then maybe you can turn on a guy. Maybe you'll see the guy. Maybe he's a baby buffalo too, and you both have this chance to shoot each other. But if you have a shotgun, you're just going to lose, right? They're going to kill you, and you can't even kill them back. So that's that. The other thing, and we'll talk about the game more throughout, but the other thing is the politics and free speech. So let's get cooking on that. So here's the deal. America is huge on their free speech rights. We allow some really terrible speech just because we don't want even a hint of any encroachment, any reduction of our free speech. Things that I can think of off the top of my head are the KKK, right? We let these guys go and spread their flyers and hold their marches and do whatever they want, even though we don't agree with them. We feel like, oh, well, if you take away their free speech, then next you'll take away mine. NAMBLA is a great example. The North American Man-Boy Love Association. This is actually like pedophiles who meet and do their, I don't know if they do their, whatever, but the point is we don't shut down the North American Man-Boy Love Association because we don't want free speech to end. And I think that, the world pretty much agrees that these are people that we wish weren't talking, but if you take away their ability to meet and congregate, then next you might take away mine. So that's kind of how America works. And there's money in politics, and money in politics is actually a free speech issue too. You, as a regular person, may have put a bumper sticker on your car supporting your favorite politician. You, as a regular person, may have put a sign in your front yard supporting your favorite politician. This is how free speech in politics sort of starts. This is how money in politics starts. It's not a lot of money, but it's some. And if I tell you, no, you cannot support your local mayor, governor, or whatever by putting a sign in your front yard because you're using your money, as an advantage, you're like, what? No. It's a $10 sign or a $2 sign. Or, it's a bumper sticker. What do you mean I can't put a bumper sticker, saying, whatever, legalized pot or whatever it is you want to say? It's my right to share my opinion in free speech, and that's just, that. So yeah, that's where it starts. Now, at the next level, maybe I say you can't talk on the radio. And you're like, what? No. Why can't I talk on the radio? I'm doing my thing. I want people to know my opinion. How is it that I can, put a bumper sticker on my car, but I can't talk on the radio? All the way up to this Carl Pickens guy, the natural gas person, I think I got his name right, who does national series of television commercials telling the whole world how great natural gas is, right? That's what he does. And this guy is really powerful, right? He goes on and he makes these super convincing ads that natural gas is the solution to our nation's energy woes, right? He wants to start powering cars with them. He wants to power your house, your electricity with it. He wants to do everything with it. Oh, by the way, he sells natural gas. That's, there you have it. So, he's allowed to go on the air and do his thing because it's a free speech issue. That's that. And he goes on the air and he supports not just natural gas, but also the politicians that are most favorable to him. And by the way, did you see how there were 3 guys running down? I should have never gotten that gunfight. I was 17 kills in. I had Moab on my mind at that point, and I ruined it. I should have gone and picked them off one at a time. Even if I beat that guy, there would have been 2 more to kill me. So, stupid, Woody, stupid. Unexceptional, you might say. So, back on topic, politics, money, and etc. So, what they're currently thinking about doing in the United States as a way to get, the influence of money reduced in politics is they want to make it so that you have to register all the money that you spend. That's their thing. And they're like, look, if you donate to a politician to help him get his message out, then you have to tell the world that you donated to that politician. And that, to me, is not cool. Right? The liberals, which lately I kind of line up with, but I'm not really that liberal. The liberals are saying, like, this is a great idea and we should do this because, these companies are donating to Republicans and they're making us lose elections. Whereas individuals tend to donate to liberals a little better. So if they stack the odds in their favor, then they'll do better and better. That's what they're going for. And the conservatives are like, no, no, no. And they kind of line up with the line of thinking that I have right now, which is like, this is a free speech type thing. You can't mess around with this. You don't even start. Not even the first step. Don't do it. I'm not approving. You can't limit what I say, whether I say it with a bumper sticker or a television ad. No starting. Don't head down this slippery slope. That's the conservative view on this kind of thing. I have another thought. And by the way, I got sniped there because I ran across the open. I'll tell you my thought in a second. Because I ran across the open like the baby buffalo I warned you of being at the start of the game. With a KSG, you can't do that. But I did it because we're losing this game. And I felt like, all right, Woody, you played close quarters combat doing your thing for the first part of the game. You didn't get your Moab. Now win. Your team needs you, so do your thing. And that was the line of thinking I had in my head, like, at this point in the game. At this point in the game, and doing everything we can to make sure that we have 2 flags and we get out of this hole that we've built in. As my team played the objective, and I sat there and kill horde like an ass, because that's what I think of people who navigate the edges of the map and work their KD on objective games. But back on topic. So politics, money, etc. What they want to do is make it so that people are registered, and that way that we can more closely match up a politician's voting record with the people that donated to him. We can say, look at this guy. He runs a nuclear plant or something like that. And no, buddy, you cannot have A. And Woody, it took you 2 shots. That's bad. This guy runs a nuclear plant, and he, donated to this guy, and now this guy's doing something favorably for him. This guy sells chicken, and then all of a sudden the environmental regulations having to do with raising chickens have been lightened up. If you can put these 2 things together, then people are in favor of it. So, where do I stand on this thing? I think the solution lies in going in the other direction. I think what you want to do... Why was I in that gunfight, stupid Woody? I got all rushed and frantic because I'm trying to win the game and keep him off our Bravo flag, etc. So anyway, my solution to this thing runs in the other direction. I think that if you want to get money out of politics, you don't do better record tracking, because that's an encroachment on free speech. You do worse record tracking. And by that I mean this. Like, imagine if instead of donating to your favorite political group, you donated to some intermediary who anonymously gave it to your favorite political group. And this was the only way that they were allowed to take money. If they did that, then they wouldn't know who gave them their money, and they wouldn't be able to change their votes, influence their votes, do their thing the way that happens now. Right now, they know, like, all right, I'm a friend of this guy, or I'm a friend of that guy, and I'm in debt to them. A friend meaning they gave me money. That's what that's the kind of friendship that I'm talking about. So right now that happens. If in the future politicians cannot know who gave them their money, then politicians can be free of any obligation to support the guys that gave them their money. That's my line of thinking. And now we have 2 flags, and now we're on the way to winning this thing. Just hold them down. So Get some Woody. Get some Woody. Go clutch. Go clutch. A flag is ours. So that's I think if we do the opposite of what they're talking about doing now, which is record keeping, and go in the other direction and create like anonymity. Shucks, anonymousness. I can't think of the word at this moment. But if we go in that direction and stop the politicians from knowing who donated to them and making that the only way that they can receive their money, then we can get money out of politics and make the world a better place. So I'm sure there's some holes in this theory. I mean, certainly there's the guy that actually runs his own TV commercials and supports the same views that a candidate does. But it's a step in the right direction, and maybe there's no one silver bullet to solve this entire thing, but I thought I'd share that with you. I don't know. I just thought I'd pass it out there. So 27-5. I started off 17-0, which is pretty cool. But then when I played the objective and did the dangerous stuff, I started dying more, but the team won, which ties into my theory of when you see an objective player go 32-5, that's a different thing than seeing a Slayer go 32-5. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope that maybe someday you'll be in a position of power to get money out of politics, and it'll be an awesome thing. Have a good day. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like. If you're new around here, you can click on subscribe in the top right, and anybody can vote for me in the dance-on competition. There'll be an annotation on the screen and a link in the description. 2 vids you may have missed. The top one is a gun game commentary where I talk about the new game type and play it. And the bottom one is a really fun one where I microwave ammunition, bullets, shotgun shells, stuff like that. So here's my son who takes the mic. Surprise video on the right, links in the description, and have a good day.